Well, here's the AC Delco winner's circle in Jerry Punch.
Well, you saw how hot the car was. You can imagine how the man inside that car had to be for the last 3.5 hours. And Mark just climbed out, is getting his breath here. We'll let him get a nice cold sip of Gatorade and get a big, deep breath. And Mark, congratulations on an outstanding effort. You came back from 2 laps down.
Valvoline, Ford, and Goodyear. Great job tonight. I'm not going to be much on an interview. I'm out of breath.
He's obviously exhausted. Dale Earnhardt came by. He was having a lot of the drivers in this heat tonight. It's incredible they can go 500 laps here on a half-mile racetrack. We'll let him get his breath in just a moment, and he's looking up here and trying to get some fluid in him and getting his breath, giving his watch to Arlene there, his wife, as he wins it 3 in a row. And now he's able to stand up and have a little bit of strength. And, okay, Mark, coming from 2 laps down, a near catastrophe, that right rear tire a little bit loose on one of the stops.
Yeah, I can't believe we won the race. I don't know if we had the best car or not. Kyle run awful good. Rusty was awesome. Rusty's pit crew's incredible. I tell you, I just thank the Lord that he's really in there with me tonight, I tell you, to make it up and get by Rusty. He was trying hard. He drove his heart out. Never seen anybody drive any harder than Rusty Wallace. He was trying.
You had a windshield full of Fords in those last couple laps with the 15 and the 26. You had to be a little bit concerned if you could hold Rusty off.
I wasn't too proud of Jeff Bodine. That cost me the race. I would have never done that to him, but at least we still won, so I guess there's no harm done.
Did you see the checkered flag come out, Mark? I know you said you ran almost another lap under full speed. I know you were probably concentrating so hard. Did you see the flag come down?
Yeah, I was running into Jeff. That's why I ran an extra lap. I was mad.
Mark Martin, Mr. August. We've had a Mr. March and a Mr. September a year ago, and here again, and now we have a new Mr. August in Batesville, Arkansas's Mark Martin.
That is correct. He has won all the NASCAR Winston Cup races in the month of August 1993. Mark Martin in Victory Lane here in Bristol, Tennessee. Well, the Blockbuster video blimp has provided some excellent shots from overhead. We've enjoyed having them with us here today. It's based in Orlando, Florida, and we certainly do thank them for giving us the great aerial shots tonight. Well, coming up next here on ESPN, keep up with everything that's going on in the world of baseball with Baseball Tonight. That is coming up next. John Kernan is with Rusty Wallace.
Rusty sitting over here by the NASCAR trailer waiting to get just a little bit of oxygen. Rusty, an exhausting 500-lap race, and you and Mark put on quite a show there at the end.
Yeah, it was a good race. Mark ran awful good throughout the day. My car was great. The motor was good. The car handled perfect. It's just that my neck got a little tired on me at the end. I was going to put a little lighter steering box on. I chose not to, and it hurt me. But, you know, right there about 30 laps ago, it was starting to really bother me. And he started catching me. And 12 laps to go. It's so close, but yet so far away. I thought I could hold it off. Couldn't do it.
He made quite a move on you, and then the lap traffic kind of held him up, and it looked like you were going to get another shot at him.
Yeah, I tried, but he did a good job mirror driving near me down the back straightaway, which I'd have done the same thing. But I'd like to congratulate him 3 in a row. That was like I did earlier in the year, and I know how that feels good to him, and I'm proud of him. And with the Miller Genuine Draft car, it ran strong, and like I said, handled good, and pit stops were great again. We never got beat out of pits all day long, not one time. And we're second in points, and so we're chipping away, but Earnhardt just keeps slugging away like a John Deere tractor. Just keeps putting along out there.
He sure does, but Rusty's not doing too badly at the short tracks, Bob. 3 wins, 2 second-place finishes in 5 races.
That's right. He still has not finished lower than second in the short track races that have been held in 1993. Crowd beginning to file out after a great race here, won by Mark Martin. The Bud 500 is over, and Mark Martin has come away with his 3rd consecutive NASCAR Winston Cup victory, finishing 5th. His best finish of the year, Rick Mast. Here's Jerry.
If there's a comeback driver in the month of August, it's Rick Mast. From that violent impact at Watkins Glen, Rick, to a great top 5 finisher tonight. Congratulations.
Well, you know, we ran pretty good. The thing of it is, we've run good. So many races this year, each time we've run good, like Watkins Glen, when I about broke my neck, you know, we have trouble. We had a top 5 car at Michigan last week. We had trouble. We had a top 5 car at Pocono. We had trouble. You know, tonight we had a top 5 car. Well, sort of, you know, but we didn't have trouble. I think the track changed. Like, I don't know if it got cooler or what happened. About halfway through the race, my car got real tight. And each time we had a caution, we'd come in and we'd take a donut out, put one in, change the wedge, change the bite, change the air pressure. That's why everybody beat us out of the pits each time. We was trying to get the car better. We got a little bit better, but at the end, the thing just wasn't turning good in the center. But we're pleased with 5th. It's pretty good. It's it's not good as it want to be, but where luck's been, 5th is good.
Indeed, the truth that the night guys don't always finish last. Sometimes they finish 5th, guys.
Good run by Rick Mast, and we will come back and wrap up the entire evening and give you the results and the current point standings when we return to Bristol International Raceway. Don't forget, baseball tonight is coming up next. Let's take a look at the entire field rundown. Mark Martin won, Rusty Wallace was second, Dale Earnhardt third, then Harry Gant and Rick Mast.
And 6th through 10th, Jimmy Hensley, Brett Bodine, Jeff Bodine, all of those 8 in the lead lap. Kenny Wallace winds up in 9th place, being the top rookie, and Michael Waltrip getting in the top 10.
Our 11th through 15th, Bill Elliott, Bobby Hillen, Morgan Shepard. Bobby Hillen, Morgan Shepard, and Phil Parsons all in the same lap, and Bobby Labonte credited with a 15th place finish after Terry got in the car for him.
16 through 20, Lake Speed, Dave Marcus, Jimmy Means, Greg Sachs, and Jeff Gordon.
21st through 25th, Wally Dallenbach Jr., Ricky Rudd, Sterling Marlin, Ken Schrader, and Jimmy Spencer, all of those drivers having trouble, spending a lot of time behind the wall.
26 through 30, Ernie Irvin, another car had trouble, Derek Cope had trouble, Rick Wilson trouble, Darrell Walter trouble, and Kyle Petty. All these fellows had some kind of contact with the wall or other cars.
And the final 4, Dale Jarrett, Hut Strickland, Bobby Hamilton, and Terry Labonte, those involved in an accident. Now the top point standings, Dale Earnhardt continues to lead. Rusty Wallace moves up to 2nd. Mark Martin 3rd. Dale Jarrett drops from 2nd to 4th. And Morgan Shepard hangs in there in 5th position. 6th through 10th in the points, Kyle Petty, Ken Schrader, Jeff Bodine, Ernie Irvin, and Jeff Gordon is 10th. A lot of racing coming up tomorrow. Started off with the Grand Prix of Belgium at 7:50 Eastern Time with Bob Barsha and Eddie Cheever doing the commentary. The IndyCar race from Vancouver is at 4 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow afternoon. Our next NASCAR Winston Cup race will be on Sunday, September 5th, this coming Sunday, a week from tomorrow. It all begins at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, the Southern 500, where Dale Earnhardt is the defending champion. My thanks to Ned Jarrett, Benny Parsons, John Kernan, and Dr. Jerry Punch. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations to Mark Martin. I'm Bob Jenkins. So long, everyone.